in central New York, if you wait for good weather to do something, you're going to be waiting a long time, and I'd kind of rather get the work that needs to be done in the marginal weather and enjoy the good weather. So let's get at it. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's another gloomy gray Saturday here in upstate New York. Today we're just going to do some miscellaneous chores. I've got to take this plastic shed that I used for my firewood, and I'm going to relocate it up to the chicken coop, and I'm going to put my feed barrels in it. I've got metal barrels that keep my feed safe from vermin and critter and everything else, but it's not the best at keeping water out, so we're going to use that to put the drums in it, keep water off of it. It's busted up, it's broken. It's just going to be something that's there for now, and then when I get some more free time, I'll add some bracing to it and make it somewhat whole again. I just need it out of my dooryard for now. And then after that, we're gonna move my hoop coop. Birds have been in the same spot for about a month, so I'm gonna get them all in fresh grass. Gonna get them inside the coop. Gonna move the coop. Gonna move the fence. Get that set up now that we don't have to worry about too many hard freeze nights where we have water heaters and whatnot to run. I don't have to worry about, not having an electrical out to the coop to keep the water from freezing and whatnot. So with the solar charger on the fence, we can move that wherever we want it. Get those ladies on some fresh grass. I've been working on an awning for the chicken coop. I picked up this corrugated, if you can see it, corrugated asphalt roof panel, which is actually on clearance at Lowe's. I don't know if you can see that, but from like $21 to something like $9. So I haven't figured out. I'm probably gonna attach one side of this to the coop and then support it obviously with legs. Haven't decided how I'm gonna do that. I really don't want to put posts and concrete into the ground. I may just use 4x4 posts with 5-gallon buckets with concrete in them or something, because both my coops are movable. The hoop coop's movable and my main coop is on skids. So I just don't want to make anything too permanent. I hate putting posts in and ripping them out. So this is a project I'm working on here. And then back here, if you see, this is something that I haven't got to yet. The maintenance has been done on it. It's ready to go, but I have had this Toro Titan for, let's see here, I put 17 hours and change on it. And I want to get cutting some grass with it hopefully soon. And I want to do a review on it. This is the Titan 60 with the My Ride, because I've had two other zero turns. I've had a John Deere 720A and I had a Ferris IS 5100. So a lot of comparison, a lot of thoughts, what's better, what's worse, and just some general information on this machine if the weather ever breaks. So this is my hoop coop. I've had it for a number of years, 2 years maybe, and it's 8x16. I keep a dozen birds in it. And it works really great because, as you can see, in the wintertime, I just wrap a plastic 6mm greenhouse sheet around it, staple it to the doors, you know, and then a couple of ratchet straps on either end to hold it in place down to the frame, and then some weight. Usually what I will do is I will pick it up with the tractor and I will tuck the edges under it so that you don't even really need weight, but I've moved it so much that I just, at this point, we're so close to it being off of there that it doesn't really matter at this point. But as you can see, girls have been here for a few weeks. They've beaten it down pretty good, their droppings and whatnot. So we're gonna pull that little roosting bar off. We're gonna move this fencing and we're gonna slide this over, oh, I don't know, down here about 50 feet in this area over here. And we're gonna get it reset up. So here we go. All right, guys. So as you can see, we've got the coop moved. There's a lot of people that wonder if hoop coop is worth building, or you go with a traditional coop. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have that traditional coop, and I think this is the superior way to go, especially if you have property where you can move it. This here, the good thing about it is in the summertime, you get optimal wind flow through it. As you can see, and I add more tarps in the summer, but you can see just here now the shade tarp that I have on it. But like I said, I add ones on the top and the weather side in the summer, and it works great. But in the wintertime, you throw this plastic on and it could be 20 degrees outside, 15 degrees outside. If there's any kind of sun, filtered sun, it's dramatically warmer in there. I would say on a sunny day, even if it's 20 outside, it's 50 in here, no wind. The birds love it. Easy to move, easy to use. This is what mine looks like on the inside. Nesting boxes, some perches. Like I said, this is 8x16. Oh my gosh, look at the egg down there. So it's great. And the plastic doesn't rip. You know, this is actually my second year. This plastic was like $50 for like a 25 by 50. I didn't think it was that much. 6mm on Amazon. This is my second year on the sheet. I buy a new one every year in case I need it, but it's unbelievable how long it lasts. So you can see the fencing. We're gonna set the fencing up, get the fencer back in, and we'll be back in business. All right, guys, well, it took me about 10 minutes to get the majority of the fence over here laid out. I didn't want to show it to you because there really isn't a whole lot going on, but I wanted to tell you about how long it took, because at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how long all this took in real time. When you see most of this, it's going to be sped up, so you don't have to watch this for an hour just to see, you know, whatever I'm doing. And it won't be that long, trust me, but just for a matter of speech. So Now I'm just going to start laying out the fence, and after that we just have to hammer the stakes in for the electric fencer, and this thing's back up in business. So here we go. Well, that is it. We just have to put the fencer in, and this fence is good to go. One thing I'll say that people may notice in this video, my feet are on the inside, not on the outside, and I do that because, again, we are on a very northwestern exposed property here, right? We don't get a ton of prevailing wind from the east, not unless a coastal storm is going by, and you get an odd, wind rotation. So having the extended foot on the inside of the fence, I have found helps keep the fence from blowing this way. It might not work for everybody. It's just something I found that's worked good for me. All right, guys, and that's it. Hoop coop is off. I have to take the trap door off the back of the coop to let the birds out. But as you can see, I connected my fencer on both sides, but I created a longer lead so that it can get power going through both sides of the fence. It's not having to just work it from one side, and that's worked out really good. The solar charger I've had almost a year now. It's worked great through the winter. I had to replace the original battery maybe 90 days in. I think it came with a 5 amp hour battery. I put a 6 in it. It's been 5 ever since. I'm gonna have to go through maybe and adjust this here a little there, but I did cut the contacts wires to my first strip, right? So anywhere that leaves me, the grass can get taller, leaves me a little bit of leeway on the fence grounding out before I have to move it and make adjustments. So that's it. That was the coop move, and like I said, I do this about every 4 or 5 weeks, maybe 6, and every week or 2 I go around and I just adjust the fence a little bit, change the configuration. I'll make it tight on this side, make it longer, make it wider this way, give them some fresh grass, at least in part of it every couple of weeks. This setup works great. I encourage anybody that's thinking about using a hoop coop to use one. I've had this for 2 years. I've had 0 predator issues. I've had 0 sickness, 0 deaths for any reason in this coop. The birds thrive in it. They love it. It holds up. This is exposed. You cannot get a more brutal environment hardly in the winter than this completely exposed piece of property. I don't really know what other good things I can say about it, but thanks for watching. Hopefully the weather improves soon and we will get to some better content, but this is just another day in the life here at Greene View Farms. Thanks for watching.